Welcome everyone to another episode from AMPRO Engineering. Today, something a little bit new. The Tamiya Fast Attack vehicle and the Wild one finally get some love from AMPRO Engineering. These upgrades, though compatible with the Wild one, are probably going to be more targeted toward those of you with a Fast Attack vehicle, because the upgrades are kind of focusing on things that the Wild one has in a way, but the Fast Attack does not. So we'll push this purple one to the side for a moment. Here we have a practically stock Fast Attack vehicle. An area that always kind of annoyed me was the roof, or should I say the lack of roof. I always felt that this vehicle, should have had the roof that the Wild one had. Unfortunately, the Wild one's roof was in fact Lexan. So what I have done is went ahead and made a roof that cosmetically mimics the design features on the hood of the original Fast Attack vehicle. Focusing in on this Fast Attack, we can see that I have gone ahead and installed this particular roof, but the thing is, there's 4 variations of this roof. We have this one here, which is basically a direct replacement to the factory roof. You just screw it right in and you're good to go. Give it some couple coats of primer, sand it. This is made out of SLS nylon, so this will be durable. If you have more of a cosmetically appealing or maybe even a shelfer, you probably want to go with the ultra detail plastic, which is what this was here, which sands incredibly nicely. I know that with this metallic, this is actually a pearlescent coat here, so it's maybe a little bit hard to see, but the gloss on the roof matches the gloss on the hood quite well. With an SLS, you can achieve that. It's just going to take a little bit longer, simply because the SLS is very, very hard and it doesn't sand very well. So give it some elbow grease, a couple coats of a filler primer, sanding in between, and then your gloss coats should come out very, very nicely. I mentioned that there's a few variations of this, and the other variation is this particular one here, which has some mounting holes for this light bar. It also has these 2 legs at the rear, which have 2 mounting holes for this wing. The wing is only available in ultra detail plastic. This means that cosmetically it's quite lovely. However, it is incredibly brittle and weak. So if you are going to install this, a single rollover will completely destroy it. For this application here, it's kind of like what I use this car for, which is a very light runner. I take this out quite often. I can't say that I've ever jumped it, but it does get quite a bit of miles. So I do recommend that if you are going to have a Fast Attack vehicle and want this wing, you must remove it prior to any kind of off-road activity, because a rollover again will destroy it. So the other 2 variations of this roof have the roof with the pylons for the wing, but not the holes for the light bar, and the roof with the holes for the light bar, but not the pylons for the wing. All of these part numbers will be listed in the description, and as you can see, I've been posting them as we go. The light bar that you see here is available in SLS nylon only, because it's a very, very durable plastic and will allow you to thread into the vertical bars here. You are going to want to drill these holes out to clean them out using no larger than a 2.6 millimeter screwdriver, and then you're going to want to install these using no longer than a 5 millimeter self-tapping screw. Any longer and you do risk actually cracking the material if it does in fact go too deeply. You can alter the length of the screw by simply adding a washer beneath. These lights on top are just little units I picked up off of eBay, but I think they fit this look overall pretty nicely, and I've also installed them here at the front. This bumper here is, I'm sure many of you have seen this, but this is available and fits on the Hornet, Grasshopper 2. It requires some modification for the Super Hornet, because these, if you do install the lights here, they do come into contact with the body, but there is a version that doesn't have these mounts. Again, as a bumper, it works reasonably well. I've never broken one, but if these are going to be kind of run by maybe someone with a little less experience, the SLS nylon is probably not a good choice. Cosmetically, I think it's quite beautiful because it doesn't detract from the front of the vehicle at all, because it is missing those horizontal braces here. The thing is, those horizontal braces are also there to protect the suspension. So if you maybe are a little bit under-experienced with the RC cars, I would stick with the stock bumper. This is excellent, of course, cosmetically, but if you are a reasonably careful driver, you should be fine with this bumper. You're probably noticing the lights. These are also upgraded. This is a single bucket with a ultra detail plastic lens. This one here has been clear coated. They have kind of a Marshall cat on them. The rear has been treated the same way. Unfortunately, they are drying right now. So you do get this little lens that will screw onto the mounting point at the rear of the car and gives you this nice functional taillight appearance. You are going to see more of this fast attack vehicle. I've still got some upgrades for the wheels. I think they're kind of not going to work on this car. I was hoping the gold and the purple would have given it kind of a cool look, and I think it just makes it look a bit goofy. So this project is far from complete, but I know that I've had a number of people ask me for roofs for the fast attack vehicle, and as well as the Wild One. So by all means, these are now available to you. Please ask me any questions. I know that there are a number of variations of these roofs, as well as the version with the light bar holes and the rear spoiler holes, so that can be a little overwhelming. I do appreciate you watching. Stay tuned. As I mentioned, there's a lot more coming up with the fast attack vehicle, including this little panel right here. Kind of cool, huh? A little smaller than the other one. Thank you so much. Please subscribe if you are in fact interested in these upgrades. You will also find my page on Facebook as well as Instagram. I'm AMPRO Engineering on both. Before you take off, take a look at the band Blue Pinto. They are the ones that allow me to use their songs in my videos, and you can find a link to their Facebook page in the credits. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.